Good morning, gamers. Welcome back. So, as you know, our party is still in Barovia. So, you know what that means? That means no, I'm not doing that this week. I'm burnt out on it. I'm doing something else. I have a slightly different thing to talk about today. I am the AMDM Lee. This is my cup of coffee, and you're watching How Do You Want to Brew This? Or are you? So, I am kind of gone through so many of these homebrew monsters, and there's no telling when my party's going to be out of Barovia. I can't look at any more of these undead. I'm burnt out. I've looked through them, and I'm having to really search in the lines to them, and it's just not any fun. It's just the fun is gone. So while I was doing that, I started looking at some other homebrew stuff. All of this, of course, on D&D Beyond. And I got to thinking. I started looking through the feats. And how, you know, back in the day, you could there was the customization on the 3.5. There was all kinds of things, and you could get feats all the time, and just all sorts of stuff. And then I was really looking into it, and I was looking at the stuff on Boons, where, you know, rewarding your players with things other than magic items and gold. You know, land or titles or things of that nature that build the character up. And I really thought, what if you went through with the playing of the character? One of the players actually started doing playing. It's got to be in the role play. Started doing something that would really work well with one of these feats that was on D&D Beyond. These homebrew feats, and I was like, that could be interesting. Instead of giving, I know the variant human gets the feat starting off, and you get other feats as you go up. But come on, you know what? I'm the dungeon master. If I want you to have a feat at 2nd level, I'm going to give you a feat at 2nd level. I'm going to let you do that. But what about, the example is, what about giving out these feats as if they were boons? Your players do something really cool, really, you know, something along the lines. And what happens now if the players do something and you want to reward them, but you don't necessarily want to do it in XP or, you know, what if instead of a boon or XP or gold or magic item stuff, you do it in the form of a feat? Now, this seriously got me looking in here. And I'm going to pull up one of them that I think would be an excellent feat. So, something happens to one of your players, and they're blinded. Well, after a couple of, maybe a little bit of time doing this, what about giving them the blind fighting feat? Now, let me show you what this feat is here. Oh. Alright, so this is the blind fighting feat. Go to the details page. So, extensive and continuous training in complete darkness, or in some cases with the aid of blindfolds, allow you to hone your skills to a razor edge, specializing in combat training Grant you the ability to perceive your surroundings in a way that others couldn't imagine. You develop blind sight up to 20 feet. Your blind sight can only work in a setting where your character can use his other senses, like hearing and smell, and you gain advantage on perception rolls relying on hearing and scent. So, in effect, you have a character, and this was done up by Xanotaz. You have a character that is now no longer at a disadvantage while playing the game, but now is much more unique. What about giving out take feats off the board completely for your players, unless they come to you, unless you make them part of the character background? What if we as DMs go, all right, you can't choose any feats as you level up, but you can choose them as part of your player background. I think that would make for you would have some varied and interesting concepts and player characters. All of a sudden now you have a blind monk. Come on. We all know that blind monks, I've watched Kung Fu growing up. Take the pebble from my hand, grasshopper. Why the hell not? And that's just one example. There's all kinds of feats that you could do this with, or this sort of thing with. Like I said, the blind fighting was just one of them. What is that? Able Sailor. What is this one? I don't even know what this one is. What is this? So you completely board on a ship. You gain 1 dexterity, proficiency in acrobatics. You make acrobatics checks to keep your footing on a ship, and a sleight of hand check when dealing with ropes and knots. And any checks using water vehicles. You double your proficiency in any check using water vehicles. You double your proficiency. Climbing no longer costs you extra movement. Why not? That would fit well with a character that was a sailor. Absent-minded. Preoccupied with thoughts, you suffer a -1 for all investigations, -2. Oh, this would be more of a flaw. Why not? It would make for an interesting character. So, now some of these, like acute lycanthropy. Yeah, no, not in my game. Not quite that way. Nope. But as other people, other DMs, adaptable fire breath. You're a very adaptable dragonborn with a bloodline straight from Tiamat. You can choose your type of fire breath at will, so you can decide which breath weapon you're going to use. These would make for very interesting backgrounds to characters. Not necessarily using the typical background setup, but allow your players to tweak their characters, customizing them even more. It would be a give and take. I think it could enhance a game, and I may run the next campaign with this in mind. So that's what I had. That's what I wanted to say this week. And like I said, I got tired of looking at undead. All right. So remember, if you like these videos, please click on the like button. If you think someone else will like them, click on the share button. Every like is an inspiration, every share is an advantage, and every subscription is an experience point. Help me gain 300 experience points so I can get to 2nd level. And as always, the AMDM does hereby authorize you, the viewer, to gain 10 experience points for every video that you share. Just tell your DM the AMDM said so. That is almost all I have tonight. If you want to catch up with some other stuff, as I'm going to start, I'm going to try to make it a point to start using my Facebook page more. You can find me on Facebook at the AMDM. The AMDM. That is all I've got for now for guys and girls. Yeah, that's all I got for now. So go forth and roll some dice. That's not the button.